I was a kid, the neighbors that were right there, they had 2 kids, a boy and a girl, just a few years older than me. And when it did snow, we usually got at least 6 inches at a time. Sometimes it'd be a foot or better. We'd take tractor inner tubes and truck inner tubes up. Get up right in there and come down. There's just a little dip in there, comes down to the road. And the first pass or two, you never make it close because the snow's so deep. But, you know, after a few hours, you get closer and closer. Blackberries used to be about 20 feet high on this side of the road. Right through there. Because you cannot pull down to the next one. And, you know, of course, a 100-year-old fence in the middle of them at some point. And the neighbor boy, he finally, I mean, we'd get up on the flat and get a run at it and jump on the tubes, so we'd go faster and faster and faster. And finally, we got that down to where it made it clear to the road. He launched across the road and luckily enough landed tube first, not level, you know, into those blackberries. And that's when we called it a day that time. I just thought I'd tell you that. I was thinking about that the other day. And I think we got a little moisture overnight, but I think it was rain. Rain gauge actually shows, I don't know what, I didn't look at this one, but the one on the weather station, it actually jumped up from what it was. But I got down here and I'm walking very carefully. I'm doing a little squish because I'm on where it snowed yesterday morning. Now I'm on the original snow. But there's about 10 feet there that there's no snow, it's all ice. So, anyway, there's your story for Saturday. And I don't think there's anything in the barn other than what was here last night. As I fall over backwards climbing the stairs because when the dog stepped up, I leaned back. And I know, still no straw. But it's not wet yet. And I'm really kind of, you know, hoping to give a kid a workout because tomorrow they're supposed to show up and visit and people's kids are supposed to spread some straw. Excuse me. And Minnie laying down here again. Between her and, was it 125? Minnie usually lays that way, 125 lays the other way. Oh, well, that's what it is. And I'm going to have to start watching cows closer because the one really dry day, it still snowed, but I mean our humidity was way low. Started catching a few coffees here and there, and I saw some snotty noses yesterday, but they're just like us. That'll happen, and you know, they cough it up and they're fine. If there was a real issue at this point, there'd be a bunch of coughing, there'd be some droopy ears, and you know, we'd have issues. But hopefully, especially where it's supposed to be like, I even saw something where they're talking about we might have a day at 60 degrees coming up. But we're supposed to be like between 35 and 50 starting here in a couple of days and rain for a week. So anyway, and I did not mean to gab that long. I got to get my butt in gear because I'm late. Hate when I'm late because it drives me crazy and ruins my whole day because I laid there too long because I didn't sleep. That happens. Huh, ladies? I wonder who that is. I think Brent knows. I haven't been showing her enough for him. I keep getting her mama. Hey, ask her where we're going.
We're going to Jacob's Mill to get our meat.
We're getting the cows. Well,
cows.
We're getting part of one of the cows that went in.
Yeah, so we can sell off meat to people. We have hamburger customers and stuff. And we got all the good steaks off of it for those people. And the briskets. And we're keeping the hearts. Fuck everybody else.
We were hoping have a half a pig by the time it was ready to pick up, but they weren't able to get us a half a pig
Beginning
yet.
of next month, we'll have half a pig.
So we got a little wait, but
Yeah.
this is what it looks like out here. At Midway, which is half a mile behind us now, there's a little island because the highway makes a 90. We're headed north right now. The highway makes a 90 behind us and heads east, and there's two side roads off to make a T. Yeah, two different directions. Somebody went into the island and wiped out a bunch of stuff. We're at a whole, truck says 34 degrees. I didn't look when we left the house, but it was 32 not very long ago. So yeah, and it's raining. And I'm hoping things are clear where we're going, because I don't know if I've ever gotten that driveway on a video going in and out of it or not, but you go through a dip, over a creek, and then up a hump, and at the top of the hump you turn left into their driveway and go straight up for probably 50 feet before it levels off. So we'll find out when we get there. At least this highway looks good. And there's more snow left out here than we have at home because there's not as much foliage. I mean, this was all planted. That's actually grass seed, but it was cut short. That's been planted. That hasn't been planted. So I mean, it's either was bare dirt or short crop. So the snow's got a better chance of staying. Well, there's a lake in the 2-year-olds. Not much I can do about that. That's still a couple creeks in it. And still nobody doing nothing. And had to feed the yearlings. So they got the rest of the bale that was up there. Had to break this one so I could feed these girls. And tomorrow was supposed to be the day those kids were supposed to come out and spread some straw. Well, the weather the last few days has messed up all kinds of things. So the sports that they were supposed to do today are now tomorrow. And they already had other things scheduled for today. So I guess next weekend. It is what it is. And Ty went with Brooke into check for gestational diabetes. Becky and I got back and got the meat all unloaded. Seems a little short, but then we didn't bring all of it home. A half went to Maury, and Matt's up there cutting firewood. No, half of one or all of one? May have been all of one. I don't remember. Anyway, our processing charges were a whole lot less than they normally are. And beans, we took a big chunk of the younger one. There's pretty much all the good steaks. There's quite a bit of steak. But I think it's time to go in for lunch, even though I'm late. And Blakely's in here. And the puppies are out here. I'll bring you back in a minute. What? Why you run up and hit me? You're showing everybody that you're here. Oh, yeah, Daddy's out there, huh? He's putting some wood in the pickup. Yeah. Loud mouth. What's that about? Can you say hi?
Moo.
Moo. How about hi? Can you say hi, everybody?
Say hi, everybody.
Yeah. Well, then say hi, everybody.
Say hi.
Hey. Maury. Apparently that's all she did yesterday was say Maury. Can't tell who you love more. Yeah, it's Uncle Wee Wee. Maury.
It's
Look at
Uncle
that
Wee
boogers
Wee.
up your nose. What do you do with those? Jeez, you had that up there earlier too. Well, for lack of anything better to do, I finished sucking all the water up, so hopefully we don't freeze tonight. It's supposed to be 38 or 40, so shouldn't have to worry about it. And I said I'd mess with this. That was a pain in the ass to get off. We got a pair of pliers that are like so on the end. Man, it took me a few minutes to get it pried out of that hole. More stuck on here, I think, than anything. But here's what I wanted to see. I think the plug wasn't bad, but I cleaned it up anyway. But here we go. She's got a good spark. I had it grounded better before I turned the camera on. Got good spark, so I don't see any reason why there's an issue there, which would leave fuel. So either carburetor's goobered up, or it's just the fact that it's out of gas. Air cleaner's like brand new, changed in 21. There's not a speck of dust on it, so you know, I'm not worried about that. So yeah, but hey, you got to hear it turn over. And like I said before, it sounds great turning over. Only one thing I'm wondering about though, when Ben was here yesterday, we were messing a little bit. And before, when I turned the key on, those two lights had come on. They're not coming on now, and I don't know why. But the headlights are still bright. Headlights worked yesterday. So I don't know if there's something. I don't think Ty bumped anything. I don't think I did. You know, I have no idea where the electrical stuff really is on here. So, not like there's a lot of places to hide it. Got that there, and other than that, there's a fuel pump there, which isn't electric anyway. So, next thing I'm going to try to do is, I think I'm going to see if I can get some of the junk out of the tank. I mean, not like there's a lot, but if I can take the grabber and a rag and get some of that, just for peace of mind, if nothing else, and get a better look at the fuel filter, and hopefully the pump works, which I won't know that till there's gas in it. There's what the driveway looks now. Oh, sure, now they're playing in there after I'm out here. If you know how to go a little quicker tonight, I don't have a freaking hour or better of filling troughs. It's currently 38 degrees, and from what I hear, our low is supposed to be 38 degrees in the morning, so. Oh, gee, I wonder who's first. Anybody want to take a guess on that? I mean, I know it's really hard. Honestly, probably one of the ugliest looking cows on the place. She's always had that hump in her back. There's one other with a hump back like that too. So sometimes you get a little goobered up and get mixed up. What you think, old lady? Huh? You want to say hi to everybody? You'd be shy. Huh? Okay. She got some scratchings last night. I'll leave her alone tonight. Let her go in. She'll go straight to the tubs. And really, I'm surprised so many are still. Freaking mosquito bounced off my cheek. Surprised most of them are still in a barn. And getting kind of thin out there too. Stays like this and raining off and on. There probably won't be anything left in the morning. Just a bunch of slop. And yeah, Piper Doug will probably say she's looking a little loose. She got some milk in her udder too. That's that good udder cow that Mom bought. Ty got close enough yesterday and says, yes, she's got milk. Hi, Minnie Moo. Oh, she's gonna be a snob today. Don't know who that is. She looks kind of like Dancer. Yeah, it is. Yellow tag. So, gee, glad I cleaned this pigsty. Just so they can make a mess of it. And they're still coming. Like the British, they just keep it coming. Probably some people out there too young to figure that one out. They're gonna hog on that. Then they'll fill up on hay, get their protein, and then get their forage. Really thinned out there. Kind of crazy. Anyway, well, Matt got him a pickup full of firewood earlier. Mainly the small tree that was underneath the lines and some branches off the others. He said he got part of the big one, branches knocked off. Maybe they'll be out tomorrow. Maybe it'll be next weekend. I have no idea. Either way, as long as I don't got to mess with it. So anyway, hope y'all had a... Oh yeah, I did come back after lunch, and I did go ahead and hook both floats up back here. So we'll see how Wally's float's doing. And from here, it looks like it's... Switch hands here so I can do this. Down there kind of where it should ought to be instead of trying to run over. Think, Wally. You've been running your face out there in the dirt, haven't you? Imagine that. How about you, cowboy? Feed me, feed me, feed me. Just feed me. Leave me alone, feed me. Huh. What do you think, little boys? Anyway, like I said, hope you all had a great Saturday. I think I already said that. I don't know. Hope everybody has a great Sunday. And if the dog gets out of my way, I can give him some grain. And come down here and give Wally some grain. I don't know if you can hear him, but there's 2 or 3 people shooting guns. Some pretty loud ones to the east. And there's some others to the southwest. Are you whining? Who's whining? Is that you? Yeah. That's the asshole of the group, by the way. He's the one, the only time he leaves is he's getting in the trailer to make sure he goes into freezer camp. So, anyway, that's enough gabbing. See what tomorrow brings.